Last year, Kingsley-Pierson River Valley finished with a 6-3 record and a playoff appearance. But this season, shaping up to look like a completely different product on the field. First off, the Panthers, they lose their leading passer, rusher, and tackler in Bo Goodwin as he's graduated and is now at Iowa State. Another big change for the Panthers, the coaching staff. Dean Norris, who coached the Panthers last year, no longer on the headset. Now KPRV will be led by 3 co-head coaches, with Travis Newman taking a big role on the sidelines. Coach Newman said the coaching staff has been able to get together and create a system on both sides of the ball that puts their talent in positions to succeed.
Myself, Coach Barkowski, Coach Duskett, and then we do have Coach Kivo as well that mans our O-line, D-line. So it's been a lot of adjustment, a lot of new coaches into high school football. First times for a lot of us, but I feel like we've gelled pretty well. We've been able to bounce a lot of ideas. I think we got a lot of strong offensive and defensive minds on this coaching staff, so excited to see where it can lead to.
Now, Coach Newman says that this team has shown confidence in learning the new system on both sides of the ball, and he added that they have a lot of athletes who can make plays in space. He also gave credit to the big boys up front. The 2 seniors leading on the line, they're looking to set the tone for each game by winning each rep in the trenches.
We're just trying to really make sure everyone knows what they're doing and get their assessments done so we can keep going and win games. We're in the weight room a lot, you know. Us as linemen, we have to stay together and hype each other up.
Well, us seniors, we've had a new coaching staff 3 of our 4 years of high school, so we're kind of used to it, and everyone's just slowly, it takes time to get used to all the offense and defense, but we get there, and I'm sure we'll be ready.
Now, the Panthers, they open their season on the road against Alta Aurelia on August 30th. Kick, that's set for 7 p.m.